this is Librarian Maggie with a fun Valentine's Day craft for you. We are going to make a decorative wreath. What you're going to need is a heart wreath form, which you can find definitely at Dollar Tree. That's where I got this one. Probably also the craft stores. Some ribbon, any pattern of your choice, or if you don't like a pattern, you can just do any solid color. And then a different ribbon to make a bow out of. I'll show you how to do 2 different bows. And then any other decorations you want on it. I'm gonna use this galvanized word that I got at Dollar Tree. They come in 3 packs. You can either put it across or on the side. And then I also have another little heart that I'm gonna stick on my bow. And you'll need hot glue, which I have all plugged in and ready to go. So you are going to start by taking your ribbon and gluing it to itself on the wreath. That way it sticks together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put some glue on the edge here. You shouldn't need a lot, but definitely this is why you should also not pick a sheer ribbon. One, so you don't see the glue come through, and also that way you don't see your wreath form through it. Like you might see it a little bit, but you don't want to see the dark color through your sheer ribbon. It won't look too nice. And I'm also just gonna put a little dab of glue right at the corner here. This is just to get you started off, just so you make sure it stays in place. Definitely don't pull on it right after you glue it. Make sure it stays nice and stuck. And now we're just gonna wrap our whole wreath. Try to space it out, the ribbon, as much as you can to get a lot of mileage out of it. It is going to be a little awkward when you first start it, because of the spacing, because of the shape of the wreath. Once you get it going though, should be pretty smooth. If you want to glue it every so often, that's a good idea as well. And like I said, try not to overlap it too much. You really want to get a lot of mileage out of the ribbon. And make sure you're pulling it nice and tight too when you go around. I think I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. And you're just going to keep going until you go all the way around your entire wreath. Okay, so now that we are at the bottom of our wreath, depending on how you wrapped it, you might have a little left over, you might have quite a bit, you might have just made it. Everyone's spacing is different. It's fine, just so long as you make sure you make it around the entire wreath. I have a little left here, so I just want to try to, cover up the back here. And then you're just gonna cut off the excess. And glue it to the back of your wreath here. The back does not have to look perfect. No one is going to see it except for you. So however you want it glued is fine. You can tie it off if you somehow have enough left over, or just glue it like I'm doing. Okay, and there we have our fully wrapped wreath. Now we can work on our bow. So depending on how much ribbon you have, we can make a really simple bow, which just measure whatever length you want, see how big you want your bow, where you'd like it, if you want it at the top, the bottom, maybe you want it off to the side. I think I'm actually going to put mine maybe off to the side here. So you're just going to kind of grab both sides in your hands like you're tying your shoelaces, and you're just going to tie the bow like so. It will definitely take a little while to get it to where you want it, but just tie a regular bow. I'm gonna shorten mine here, just make it a little bit smaller. And you're gonna fluff it. And it looks like maybe one side's a little bigger than the other, so I'll just pull that out. And there we've got our bow. So you can stick it right in the middle, off to the side, and of course trim it to whatever length you want. I'm not going to cut mine because I do want to show you how to make the other bow. I'm just going to use the same ribbon. If you do happen to have longer pieces of ribbon at home, what you can do also is, if you have a bow maker, which I do not, some people do, to make bows, that is the type of bow we're going to make. You just want to fold it over on itself, but see maybe how wide you want your bow to be. So this is about how wide it will be. So that's kind of a big bow. Maybe that's a good size. And all you're going to do is just keep folding it over. So that's once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and just about 5. And I have, you can see I've got 3 loops on this side and 2 on this side. So we actually kind of want it to be even, so maybe we'll make it just a little bit smaller. Okay. And that's all you have to do, is just keep folding it over and just try to make sure you have an even number of loops. So I have 3, and now I have 3, so that's perfect. So you're gonna hold it like this, and you want to try to find your center. And you're gonna put just 2 notches. Not too far, just in a little bit. So you're going to want to gather it together in the center. And then you're going to use either a pipe cleaner or string to tie it around the middle. Okay, so I've actually got some white pipe cleaner here. And you're just going to tie it around the center. Make sure it doesn't fall apart. And then you're gonna fluff your bow out. And now that you've got your bow, you're just going to take your pipe cleaner, and you can kind of wrap it around your wreath. And it should just make it in the back and just wrap it around itself. And you can glue it in place as well. Make sure it stays really nice. And if you've got any little accent pieces you want to use, we're going to use a heart. You can just glue it right in the middle. I'm not going to glue mine on because I want to be able to take pictures of this with both ribbons for you. And then your last step is you're going to take your galvanized word. You can either, if your word is long enough, you can glue it right across the middle, or you can glue it on the side like so. And they actually both look really nice. I think I will glue mine on the side here. Just make sure you get it in all the places that it's going to touch. And there you have it. We're all set. Your wreath is completed. All you need to do is hang it up now. You can use a hook, a command strip, or you can also tie ribbon around the top to hang it up. I hope you have all enjoyed this craft. If you make one, definitely send me a picture. Let me know how it came out, and I will see you in our next video.